going on, everybody? Depraved Slasher here. We are back with another music reaction on Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
And together we are...
HellaDepraved.
Alright, so, first things first, to our Indian fan base, we know we usually put out two
per day on the weekends.
Two Indian reactions per day on the weekend. One, we only put out one yesterday because my work schedule's been crazy. And two, this is actually going to be a third extra video for today because we always hit epic rap battles as soon as we can, and I had to work today, so we weren't able to jump right on it.
Right. So there will be two.
So there still will be two.
Yeah.
So with that being said, this is Jeff Bezos versus Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa? I don't know how to pronounce it.
However your accent inclines you.
Right.
Yeah. I'd say Mansa, but you know.
I don't know shit about Mansa. She knows more.
Yeah.
She don't know shit about Jeff Bezos.
Not really. I recognize the name. It's another rich white guy.
Right. I worked for the motherfucker's company for 3 years, and they force-fed us his history at least twice a year.
Oh, is this the Amazon dude?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't want to know him.
Yeah, he's kind of a twat. I'm fully pulling for Mansa Musa in this because, again, I cannot stand Jeff. Jeff
at this point
is an absolute twat, and...
Okay. Uses way too many cardboard boxes. I believe he, listened to the spirits of his cats. He was like, how can we create more cardboard boxes for the world of cats?
Right. Well, okay, so he's not a cat person.
I didn't think he would.
He's a robot dog person. He has been seen walking his robot dog.
Because that's a necessary thing.
Right.
Right.
Anyways, so. All
right.
With that being said, we're going to react to this. If you guys have already seen it, if not, click the link in the description below. Hop on over to all the things coming back. We said that because we're commentary, reaction, breakdown, comedy channel. And what that means, we will pause for any and or all of the above.
And let me clarify. I know the basics about Musa.
And please be warned, this is an ERB. We tend to pause more for ERB.
Right.
So if pausing is not your thing, this channel is not your thing.
Right.
So.
All right.
With that being said, it's time to slash up and break it down. This is Jeff Bezos versus Mansa Musa. Mansa.
It's fun to say.
Mansa.
Go for it.
Double M.
Yeah.
M and M. Ha!
Musa.
Did he create candies?
No, he did not.
No, that's sad. Okay.
No.
Let's get it.
This video is sponsored by NordVPN.
Mansa Musa versus Jeff Bezos!
Voila, by the holy Quran, I lay my hand upon. I blaze Bezos, inflict inflammatory damage on Amazon, burn it down like...
Okay, so he was a devout follower of Islam. So, I mean, it makes sense that he started off with,
And so, hold on.
Lay my hand upon, I blaze Bezos, inflict inflammatory damage on...
I like the inflict inflammatory damage on.
Right.
And then he goes on to say Amazon.
Well, also, so inflammatory could be verbal, which is kind of fun, but also, it sounds like he's cursing him to a lifetime of, I don't know, rheumatoid arthritis or some shit.
Right.
Irritable bowel syndrome. We don't know. Kind of fun.
Messy divorces.
Yeah, just kind of leave it up in the air, you know?
By the holy Quran, I lay my hand upon. I blaze Bezos, inflict inflammatory damage on Amazon, burn it down like when they put the cattle on. The hottest on the map, since the Atlas a catalog. King of Mali, with cold bars you can't escape from. Lyrically, I pack heat, you pack a tape gun. I'm laying the blows you can't dodge, this ain't sales tax. I left footprints in the Sahara, I know how to try. Plus
Alright, so he's, well, aside from being supposedly the wealthiest man in history, he's best known for his journey, his to the Mecca, the holy journey. What is it called? A Hajj? Hijj. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it, but that's when he stopped in Cairo and was just handing out gold, like I told you earlier, like Aladdin throwing the gold coins to the poor to impress Jasmine. That's kind of what he was doing. So he left in his wake a major inflation. Gold was worth nothing,
right,
for over a decade. So that's kind of funny. So he did leave tracks in the Sahara. West Africa, guys, is where he ruled. like a lot of it too.
You can't dodge, this ain't sales tax. I left footprints in the Sahara, I know hot tracks. Plus dorks like .com bubbles when I hit them. Nah, you can't spit, you got that algorithm. Here's a nugget if it...
Nah, that was a bar. You got that algorithm.
Mm-hmm. But Al Gore, yeah, because he's another nerd. Another .com nugget of advice, because gold nuggets. It's fun. That's fun.
Bubbles when I hit them. Nah, you can't spit, you got that algorithm. Here's a nugget of advice to get your union problems handled. Want workers that don't piss? Hire some camels. I expanded horizons with life.
Okay.
I mean,
so
granted, it's not often when it's desert conditions, but they do pee, guys. They do.
okay, so there was
spit.
actually a huge uproar because there have been a few people who have come out that have worked for Amazon that have said that
They're not allowed bathroom breaks.
it's okay. So you are. Honestly, you can go to the bathroom anytime you want. But Amazon keeps this extremely tight piece count. Like you have to do like you have a gun that you use that you scan things with.
Right.
And like if you're a stower, you have to stow so many pieces an hour. Or if you're a picker, you have to pick so many pieces an hour. If you're a packer, you have to pack so many boxes an hour or so many.
Right.
So, but it's a very tight. You don't have time.
Right.
If you go to the bathroom,
You better
say
make up
say
for it.
say it is a 10 to 15 minute bathroom break because you got to think about walking to the bathroom.
Right.
You might be in a part in a warehouse that the bathroom's like on the other side of the warehouse, and yeah, they pretty much expect you to run. But if you run, you get in trouble, so you have to walk really really fast.
Right.
And so basically you have to get over there, use the bathroom, wash your hands, get done, come back, but still maintain that rate. And if you don't, like if you have like too many days in a row where you're not making the rate you're supposed to, they'll just fire you.
Right.
Very, very micromanaging as far as a job goes.
So basically, he just wants everything to be robots.
Right.
Right.
And there were some people that got in trouble because they got fired because they had taken
A
bathroom
potty break.
breaks. A couple might have, if I remember correctly, even pissed on themselves because they didn't feel like they had the time to
Right.
go to the bathroom or they would get fired.
Right.
And living in the economy that we're in, you kind of need your job. It's not easy to just go out and find another job right now.
No, it's really not.
So, like, Amazon is the second worst company I've ever worked for. Target being the first.
Oh, okay.
Stay away from warehouse jobs that revolve around shipping things to people.
I mean, so again, his like I pop bubbles. It was like bubble wrap.
Right.
But yeah, that's a whole. That's just rude. Yeah.
Although popping bubble wrap is fun.
Well, that is fun. Yeah.
Problems handle, want workers that don't piss? Hire some camels. I expanded horizons with libraries and mosques while you chopped off the top of all the mom and pop shops. All you widened was the gap between the haves and have-nots. Now they ordering or living in your cardboard box.
Amazon or product research.
I mean,
And he's got a point.
especially with the pandemic, like people
So-
have been ordering. Yeah.
So Amazon is pretty much the sole reason a ton of small
Went out of
family-owned
business,
businesses have gone out of business.
Yeah.
It's hard to something I play board games, and a lot of board game stores have closed down because people are just ordering their board games and stuff through Amazon.
Right.
Now there's some things that go along with it though. I feel like this is one of those mom and pop shops could have combated other ways to not go out of business.
Potentially, yeah.
Like one of the things, Amazon tends to have really good deals sometimes.
Right.
Mom and pop shops rarely ever have deals because they rely on having the money that comes from the stuff
Full. Yeah.
in order to maintain their business. But at the same time, like you've got to find a way.
Yeah, a couple times a year or something like that. Yeah.
But at the same, Amazon's just
And also shipping.
Yeah.
Getting it to you and getting it to you faster than, well, I mean, it depends.
Amazon's 2-day shipping's a lie.
It didn't used to be, though. And so that's the thing. Like, you can order pretty much anything and get it quicker than flat rate, which is 5 to 10 business days, 2
Like-
weeks shipping.
And we order a lot of Amazon mainly because we don't like to leave the house either.
Well,
like-
I don't have a car.
Well, she doesn't have a car, but I don't like to leave the house.
When you're home. You work a lot, though.
I would rather just order things and have it shipped to me. Now, if mom and pop shops want to start opening up a delivery service,
Right.
I'm there. But they don't, so no.
Right. But he is, so Musa was on his trip. He gathered as many scholars and books as he could. In fact, their library and their college, it's not even just, it's a university, are still standing. Like the mosque that he built and ginormous, like over 1 million recorded books. And so, yeah, he gathered a whole bunch of learned people and brought them back to Mali.
Now they ordering or living in your cardboard box.
At Amazon, our product research is phenomenal, but I've never heard your story. And I own Audible, so go dig some more gold there, Kanye West Africa. I'm hotter than the soundtrack to Battlestar Galactica. Never trade blows with Jesse Jeff Bezos. Egghead with a huge set of wavos. I thermal people on the web, the Spider-Man. You rap like a soccer mom, that's why you're rowing caravans. You're overrated, like you leave economies inflated. You're about to taste some of that salt that you traded. So long to
I love, by the way, Screw's expressions. That Kanye West Africa. Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, caravans, again, that's how they traveled. I mean, this was the 1300s. It's not like they were going to be in, like, flying cars or some shit. Well, I mean, I suppose they could have been. They're starting to say that past civilizations were actually more advanced than we are now, so who knows, but... So he's playing an excellent Jeff Bezos, from what I can tell. Like, he does look like the pictures that
He's had to be a bald
but
white guy.
he's just obnoxious, which I think is probably he's playing it extremely well. Spider-Man reference, you get points for that.
You get points for Spider-Man,
yeah.
always.
Yeah.
Marvel fan, so.
Well, and Spider-Man being your favorite, so
Double
again,
points.
points. Yeah.
Double points.
Looks like a astronaut beekeeper, like, should be saying crikey and wrangling big animals. I don't know.
Well, he was, if I remember correctly, wasn't he the other guy that went to space? It was like him and
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk went almost at the same time,
Right.
but in different shuttles.
Yeah, it makes more sense if you've got money to gather all of the smart people and, like, hoard books, because, you know, I'm all about that, hand out gold, than it does to fly yourself to a place that you can't even live
Yet.
for the amount that it would cost to, I don't know, feed all the homeless people in the U.S. for a year. I don't know.
Our Earth's almost to the point. It's about time we're going to need to send people out to start building, like, fucking space cities and shit, because, like...
Well, it sounds like they were the right people to send out. Maybe we shouldn't have brought them back.
Ha!
They like robots.
Right.
Bezos, egghead with a huge set of wavos. I thermal people on the web, the Spider-Man. You rap like a soccer mom, that's why you're rowing caravans. You're overrated, like you leave economies inflated. You're about to taste some of that salt that you traded. It's a long-term play and giving your wealth away. Cause now I feed your whole country for the price of a cup of coffee per day. So bow to me like you did to the king of Cairo. You're about as hack as Saudis have hit my iPhone. You'll be more ashamed than when you exit.
The bowing to the king of Cairo thing doesn't
It's
make
just
sense.
respect.
It's a sign of respect.
Yeah, he was traveling through. Come on now.
I mean, that's
Plus,
still,
he inflated his economy.
That's actually still something a lot of Asian countries still do on the regular. When you meet
anybody,
you bow to them.
Yeah. Because again, respect is given until respect is denied, which honestly is the better policy. So Cairo at the time was the leading place to buy your gold until Musa came through.
Right.
It was like, I have more gold than I know what to do with. He supposedly carried gold dust, gold bars, like all forms of gold, and just handed it out. But, you know, if you're that wealthy, maybe supporting the poor is the way to go. Because if there were people like him still alive, then maybe you couldn't afford everybody in the West African area for a cup of coffee a day. And if we're only paying a cup of coffee a day to take care of him, maybe you shouldn't be going to space.
Right.
Because, I don't know, whole carafe, there's a year. So, you know, that doesn't make you a respectable human being.
King of Cairo, you're about as hack as Saudis have in my iPhone. You'll be more ashamed than when you accidentally killed your mom. When I make you shit your pants, worse than diapers.com.
Hey, yo, Lex Loser.
I don't know about the accidentally killing his mom. I'm unaware of.
Maybe during birth?
That would be my guess, but I...
Which would be an extremely fucked up bar.
Well, so Bezos obviously has had some really dark humor, which, by the way, I do appreciate. But it's not making him out to be a winner in terms of the cup of coffee. Like, that's funny, but it's fucked up. Yeah, I don't know about that part. I don't know. I wish that more wealthy people were like the older civilizations where they wanted to hoard knowledge. Like, that was a sign of wealth. Like, you had expansive libraries, or you supported universities, or you donated so that you could have your name on the section of a hospital, or, you know, you bought yourself a town and then you actually, I don't know, gentrified it would probably be the best word for it, but, you know, you actually did something worthwhile.
So it's not actually known if he killed his mom. Because I don't know if the lady that he killed was his actual mom.
Okay, but what kind of killed?
It doesn't say.
Oh.
And
well,
I'm not going to go searching
that's
through
utterly
20 websites
useless.
to
If
find
somebody
something.
actually knows, please let us know.
I like the Lex Luthor line starting off because Lex Luthor is Superman's villain.
Yeah.
Who's also a rich, bald, white guy.
Huh, what a surprise.
Yeah.
Huh, funny that. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
Accidentally killed your mom. When I make you shit your pants, worse than diapers.com.
Hey, yo, Lex Loser. You look like a villain at Comic-Con. You getting ate up. You should have battled me on Ramadan. The harem of women's what I had on my staff. You married one woman, Jeff, and she cut you in half. David
Nice.
Damn.
Nice. Okay. All right. So it was like 4 wives or something like that. Technically speaking, I guess that's a small harem. That's a smaller side of the harems that were popular back then. That he had on his staff, huh? Nice insinuation there. So what actually, like, she cut him in half? Like, I'm guessing financially, but like,
She took half his money.
oh, it wasn't like a Bobbit situation.
No.
It said weird wiener
You'd have heard
pictures.
about that.
It said weird probably. That's kind of sad. All right, moving on.
what I had on my staff. You married one woman, Jeff, and she cut you in half. David Pecker picked a peck of your Peter pigs. Now your new girl got them feeding me Seymour lips. And it turns out her own brother was the snitch. He fixed.
By the way, shout out for the Seymour line. Feed me, Seymour, feed me.
Oh, dude. I also like the
Little Shop of Horrors is one of my favorite
musicals. The
musicals.
the second one.
The second one was a musical.
The
one with Rick Moranis.
Peter
in it.
picked a peck of
Peter
is it?
picks.
Pickled peppers.
Peter Pepper. Pickled pepper.
I can't remember exactly because I haven't.
It is pickled peppers. The
Oh, okay.
original nursery rhymes. That's what you're going for.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I like the play on that. I also like the dance for the Feed Me Seymour right there.
Seymour lips, and it turns out her own brother was the snitch. He fix your face. No wonder you bought Twitch. Now let me really break it down because there's more to him. He ain't a Bezos. His real name is Jorgensen. But Daddy loved Eunice.
Okay, so he went into the 8 Mile play there.
Okay.
This guy's a gangster. His real name's Clarence.
All right.
Clarence's parents live at home with both parents.
Right, but is his name really not Bezos?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
We were just told it was Bezos.
Of course you were.
And I'm not going to go deep diving into the boss I hate's fucking life.
No, I was just wondering. I mean, there's enough information floating around.
All I know is he started with 2 guys working out of a garage to ship things for people, and then eventually it turned into one air warehouse, which turned into...
You need to stop.
Actually, the company actually started off as a different company, too.
You make him sound like that dude that the monotone voice that I'm...
Fuck, what was it? What was Amazon...
originally called?
Originally. For fuck's sake, yo. Cadabra. It was Cadabra Inc.
Ah, so he was going for a little bit of that magic?
Yeah.
But just half of it.
And it wasn't working out. So
Apparently
they changed
not.
the name, started over.
Okay.
Put a smile on the box. People loved it.
Right. Marketing.
Yeah.
Order him. He ain't a Bezos, his real name is Jorgensen. But daddy loved unicycles more than him, so we rolled out. Now that's a blue origin. Take one small step towards a different profit. Cause these days you just as cocky as your rocket. I'm the cream of the crop, I'm on top, I'm ice cold. This Muslim just served you, a la mode.
I'm lyrically lethal, I'm relentless, African first immune. If I wanted to waste my life in desert space, I'd watch Dune. What do we give Mackenzie, 40 billion?
Again, his look at him is just like, where did that come from?
That was a good bar, though.
You serious? Yeah. It was. Yeah.
First immune. If I wanted to waste my life in desert space, I'd watch Dune. What do we give Mackenzie, 40 billion? So what? Earning every penny back only took me a month. I went from hard and dork to slick.
That is also very true. He was worth 80 billion.
Right.
Lost 40 billion.
And then took a month.
And then made it right back. And then retired.
Bezos did?
Yeah.
I mean, like, but if it was the real Musa, he'd be sitting there like,
That still ain't
so,
shit.
I was worth 400 billion. I mean, that's quite a wage gap there. Like, finally someone that might make Bezos feel
Little.
like a have-not. Yeah, yeah.
What? Earning every penny back only took me a month. I went from hard and dork to slick orc physique. Now I'm Lord of the Rings. Take a peek. 3 years to trek to Mecca, man. You must be tripping. One click, I'll get you there overnight with free shipping. I'm not corporate, top tier in the Forbes list. You couldn't even hit top tier in Civ 6. I'm schooling you like Timbuktu, eating you like Whole Foods. Your ship is sailed just like the dude who came before you. You a fire, can't hold the kingdom.
So Timbuktu was actually the Center for Trade and Learning that he founded. So
who sailed before him?
Probably one of the other Mansas. I didn't quite catch that, but the Civ 6 was that game. So yeah.
Right.
And
She got a gaming reference, guys.
I actually got it. That was a piss poor, like, the game. It's that game. 3 years, honestly, back in 13 whatever, when he took his trip. That's good time. Right. I mean, these are camels and, like...
Them camels moved fast, boy.
Yeah, I mean, he took a whole fucking...
When they weren't sleeping.
Country with him, too. I mean, those trips were... They were definitely caravans, like caravans. So, yeah. A Kindle to me, like a candle. Oh, God. all of the...
Product placement.
Whole Foods, yeah, just really...
Foods, your ship is sailed just like the dude who came before you. You a fire, can't hold the candle to me. I got the flywheel flows, I revolutionize delivery. Your talent's oddly beauty like my tax. Bills, Alexa, what do we have that he lacks?
Skills. Okay, that was funny.
Let's see if we get any other possible coming up next.
This video and this leak are sponsored by NordVPN.
Are we really gonna get John Wick next? Can't we get a better fucking... I hope it's John Wick versus Jason Bourne, if you want me to be completely honest.
Oh, Bourne would wipe the floor with him.
If it's John Wick versus Jason Bourne, I'm there for that battle.
If Bourne doesn't win, though, I'll be pissed.
I will too.
Okay. I liked all the product placement. The fire, the Kindle, as in candle, fire.
So
both being.
Well,
I don't know.
I think one of the things about doing a battle like this, where it's two people from completely different time periods, and one of them is current.
Yeah.
Is you can tell whether or not the character's portrayed like the real person. We've seen Bezos on the news.
Right. Or I've ignored him on the news.
I've seen him in person.
Oh, that's... Oh.
Joy's working for Amazon.
Right.
So you kind of get his demeanor and things like that. So you have a reference to look to. None of us
know how Mansa
really was.
Carried himself and so on and so forth. Which, again, is fine, but stuff like, okay, here's my problem. When you start doing all the product placement, or you say stuff like you made the Forbes list, you know, wealthiest people, who the fuck cares? That wasn't around.
Right.
Like, so the fact that he was tossing around gold and fucking inflated an entire economy for over a decade goes pretty far to show you this guy had shit ton of money. Plus, with the economic inflation that's happened, like, how are we to say that 400 billion? Like, they don't even know. That's just a guesstimate. So, I don't know. And then he did stuff like expanding the borders of his empire, expanding the learning, building mosques, building universities. I mean, so you're like, Kindle Fire. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I mean, granted, again, you're delivering a reading device to many, many more households. On the other hand, I know a lot of people that use their Kindle Fire and just watch TV. So I don't know. I don't know comparatively, like, how I feel about this matchup. It's two wealthy people. I get that. But on the flip side, I'm just not sure how I feel in terms of the people that they were. Or that were even sort of maybe somewhat aware that they were in Musa's case.
Right.
So, anyway.
As far
Still
as
fun.
As far as bars and stuff, I definitely think Mansa had the better bars.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give the win to Mansa.
Right.
For a couple reasons. The bars are better.
Right.
Screw's delivery is always on point.
Right.
And honestly, to be flat out, just out there, Bezos is a piece of shit.
Right.
And I don't want him to win at anything because he's just a twat.
I would have given Musa the win for the first 2 points you brought up. And also, again, I'm not sure how I feel about this matchup, being as I don't... Historically, Musa was not seen as a crappy individual. Bezos is.
Right.
So, 90% of his bars, while they could have been good, weren't exactly things that you're like, dude, you should be proud of that. Though you're like, God, no, that makes you sound even more skeevy.
Although I will give the most creative bar to him with the Alexa at the end. That was
kind of funny.
Funny as hell.
Right. Right.
Um,
His delivery was very funny because it was accurate.
Right.
And he plays a skeevy white dude quite well. But yes, I give.
So congratulations, Screw is now 2-2 in rap battles.
Right. Mansa Musa, congratulations.
No, you guys did a fantastic job. This was an extremely well done epic rap battles. Not my favorite. My favorite will still go to Pennywise and Joker. I still think is the best one so far. It's gonna be hard for them to top it. I'm hoping this is actually John Wick versus
Bourne.
Hold on.
We'll see.
Is there gonna be, like, do they show
A secondary person?
a secondary person?
This video and this leak are sponsored by NordVPN.
It's NordVPN.
What's a VPN? And who are you?
I'm Charles Babbage. I invented the computer, and VPN stands for Virtual Private.
So we just getting a VPN
I'm
out here.
guessing no.
Hold on.
Animals on a camping trip.
Go on.
You don't want a bunch of thieves knowing your location.
I most certainly do not.
You want the freedom to access any animal.
So it's the VPN
And free for 30 days today. Additional month free. Support the rap battles, secure your data, and explore your world with privacy.
Ah!
So no. We don't
So
get it.
no. We
view to
just
see
got
who
a
he's
hint.
going against. Like I said, I hope it's Jason Bourne.
Right.
That would make sense to me
Yeah.
compared to anyone else.
Unless it's another Keanu Reeves
I
character.
hope not.
I'm just saying, like,
I still think the Bourne series is way better than
It is.
the John Wick series.
and I mean, like, I hate to say it for all of those people out there, but Bourne, in terms of like the depth of the story,
The depth of his character, period.
is so much better. I mean, like, I know everyone's all about, oh, taking vengeance because of the dog and it was a gift. And guys, I get the premise, but on the flip side, like, the background of the Bourne series is just, it's just as in depth as his character. So yeah. Anyway.
Anyways, with that being said, if you guys liked the video, slash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Comment down below, what did you think of Jeff Bezos versus Mansa Musa? Also comment down below if there's anything else you guys would like to see reacted to. Check the description below for all the things.
Push our buttons. Come join us on our other social media platforms, mostly Twitter if you want a quicker response.
With that being said, we love you guys. Thank you all for watching. We cannot wait to see you depraved people later. Peace.